I'm going to talk about the basic tools used in Adobe Illustrator. So there are many tools that you can use, and some of the like categories of tools are um, the draw tools, select tools, navigate, paint, text, and modify tools. So I'm going to go through this article and read over the tools, and then I'm going to go into Adobe Illustrator and show how they all work. So for draw tools, there's different ones. There's a pen tool, a pencil tool, add anchor point one, delete anchor point tool, curvature tool, and that's it for the draw tools. So for that, I'm gonna go into Adobe Illustrator. So with it, when doing Adobe Illustrator, you can press New File, or you can go here to the ones that the choices that are at the top. I'm gonna go to New File, and then I'm just gonna click on Letter, which is the most basic one you can get, and I'm gonna put basic tools, what basic functions, and this is what the video is about. Functions, okay, and then this is the width and the height of, this is right here is the width, and this is the height right here, and then this is the type of dimensions you want it. So if you want to be in pixels, which is most likely for like social media and everything, there's inches, feet, depending on like what you're getting printed out, what you're making. Um, and this is where you can adjust those too. The orientation is right here. So if you want your design to be portrait, or do you want it to be um, horizontal, and then landscape style. And then the artboards are what, like, you can, how many design, like the almost like sheets of paper where you create your design on. And so you can have like as many artboards as you want to, from what I know so far. Okay, and then all this down here you don't have to really worry about unless you're like really into graphic design or like really are into. So that's some of the basic functions of making a new document. So I'm going to press create. Okay, and so now you're into where the design part, and so okay, so now I'm in Adobe, and so here's all the different tools that you can use, and then you can even add more if you don't have them up there. I believe I have all of mine selected, so they're all up there, and some of these you may not see up front, because if you like hold on to it, like yeah, press on it, you can find the different tools inside of the one tool. And so what I'm going to show first is, this is your main pointer tool. So this tool is what you mostly click on. You can move stuff around with it. And then this tool is different because it's direct selection. So with that direct selection tool, I'm going to show, it's a square. You can make a square. This is where you make like rectangles, your different shapes. So you can make a rectangle, a rounded rectangle, ellipse, polygon, star, and a flare. Flares are really cool too, because it makes like a really cool shape, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I made my shape. You can go up here. The stroke is your outline of your shape. And so this this shape, I'm going to make my outline about 5 points thick, and I'm going to center it. So you can come over here and you can align it to the center. And so then I'm going to fill in my shape. This is where you fill in the shape. And so I'm going to fill it in with orange. And so there you go. So now, direct selection. Well, the main selection tool, this selection tool, you can move it around like that. And I'm not going to do that. So I will undo, which is Control Z. And then redo is Control Shift Z. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my direct selection tool. You can see it shows the anchor points of the square. And so with this, I can click on the anchor point and I can move it. But you see, if you just click on it once, it just moves that whole side. Whereas if you double click on it, you can just move that one corner. And this is how really you edit your shape how you want to, move it in different ways, different things, and it's pretty cool, especially like if you're wanting like to select a certain part of an illustration or drawing, and you can just edit that part. Okay, and so now I'm gonna go into, so I showed you the, okay, so now I'm gonna go into the pen tool. So the pen tool is pretty neat. It's where you can draw and make different lines, or you, so let me, okay, so I'm gonna delete this shape. And so the pen tool. The pen tool, as you see, it says it lets you draw connected lines and curves with precision using anchor points and directed handles. So I'm gonna go in here. So with the pen tool, you can click one spot and another spot, and you can make a square if you want it to that way. If you want to do it like by hand and to the dimensions you want it to. Another way you can use this tool is you could take it, press one point, you can drag it along, and then when you go down here, it can make a curve for you. So like if you want to make a certain type of shape, you can drag it, and then I don't know, you can make organic shapes and everything if you wanted to. Okay, and then there's the pencil tool also. So I'm trying to figure out where my pencil tool is at because it's up under one of these other um oh, here it is. It's up under one of the other tools. So I can click on the pencil tool. With the pencil tool, it lets you draw freehand paths like drawing with the pencil. So basically, if you're like drawing with pencil on a sheet of paper. So with the pencil tool, I can just draw freely and then connect my point and it makes a shape. And or I can like draw a heart if I wanted to, and it makes a shape. And that's about the same thing it does with the paintbrush also, the paintbrush tool. You can like draw shapes and everything. But both tools are the same, and they all together end up making shapes if you wanted to do that with them. Um okay, I'm gonna delete all this. Okay. Wait, actually I'm gonna bring it back real quick so I can take a picture. Okay. Okay, so now the next tool I'm going to show is the add anchor point tool and the delete anchor point tool. So with these, they're up under the pen tool, and the add anchor point tool is when you go into a shape or something, and you just add, well, you have to add it onto a path. So like say for right here, I want to add it to this shape right here. I'm gonna just click on it and it adds a point to it. And so now if I go to my direct selection tool, I can go straight to that point and edit that shape from that point just since I just added it. And then with the delete anchor point tool, I can go you go here, and the delete anchor point tool is the one with the minus next to it. So the minus next to the pin. And so with this, I will go here, and I can just press it, and it deletes it, and it goes back to its original shape. So it's pretty cool. And like right here, I can delete that if I wanted to. I can delete right here, and it made that shape circular, more circular. And so those are those. And then the anchor point tool, it lets you convert from corner points to smooth anchor points and adjust the direction of the handles if smooth. So this tool is up under the pen tool also, and it's right here, the anchor point tool. So I haven't quite used this tool just yet, um, but I'm assuming it's pretty cool. But you can see like it lets you edit how you want to. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it does because I'm not really using this tool as much. Because a lot of stuff I just use a lot of stuff the basic way. But you can see you can move it how you want to. It's like spinning in a circle. Okay. But Okay. Okay, so now the next tool, the curvature tool. This tool is pretty cool. I've used it a few times, but it is kind of hard because you have to make sure like you know like what exactly you want to make and everything because you click and then like you click another point and then you see it starts making a curve for you. And then like say I click again, so I click right here to make it even, and then I can make a curve. Oh, and then I see it make kind of a circle. But you can also click and well, I think you can only click and then it makes a curve for you. You can't do the click and drag like with the pencil. But yeah, so that's how that shape works. Pretty cool. I don't use it quite as much because I find it to be harder, and I usually just when I have to make shapes that are more round, I use just the pencil or the paint tool. Okay, so now I'm gonna delete all of these and I'm gonna go back and now see there's more draw tools, there's like so many on here, but those are like the basic tools most people use, and I feel like that's like where most people start at with graphic design and using Adobe Illustrator because Adobe Illustrator has a lot, but you have to learn as you go. Okay, so now the select tools. I've already showed the selection tool, which is the one filled in with black, and the direct selection tool, which is the one filled in with white. The group selection tool allows you to select an object within a group or a group of objects within a parent group. So I am going to pull up one of my other designs. Let's see. I'm going to pull up, I guess I'll pull up this one. And I'm gonna copy it over so I won't mess this one up because okay, so why is it blue? Let's see, do mistrace. Okay, let's try that again. Let me go. Actually, I don't know if I have to go home. Let me go back. Okay, so I'm gonna open reset files, and my bright giraffe that I use is right here. So I'm gonna go here, and so you can see this whole image is basically grouped together, as you can see, and like you can't really just click on one color and change it if you want to. So like usually I do it the hard way and I just like keep clicking until like I really select one. And it's in isolation mode, but it's not. Oh, I know why. Okay. I That's my bad. I need to go back home. And I need to actually open up my design. I carried it. I think that's this one right here. So I just see all my layers on the side. And so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to copy this layer. So this is where all your layers are at on this side. I'm in the way. All your layers are on this side, and so you can add as many layers as you want to, and then under each layer, it has all your additional layers of like your like one design. So like here, the giraffe is all in one design, so it has each little shape separate from one another, and so I can go in and just change that one color of the shape. And so what I'm gonna do is I want to copy this. Let's see. So, oh, duplicate. So you can duplicate your layers, and so I'm going to duplicate this layer, and I'm going to drag it over to my basic functions layer, and I'm going to add it. Did I add it? Better yet, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to click all this, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to place it over here. Oh, it missed some spots. So I'm going to redo that again. So you can zoom out with control minus, or there is an actual like button over here where you can zoom in, or you can press it and you can zoom out, different things with that. And so oh, okay, this is, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna copy all of this, okay, and I'm gonna paste it. Okay, so my giraffe is right here when I copy it. Copy and paste is the same as everywhere. Control C, Control V. To cut is Control X. So with this, I'm gonna group this to show you. So this whole shape is grouped together. If I wanted to do like some editing on like the background color, I could just usually typically I double click it until I'm in the isolation mode and I know that part. Now I see like it's just showing this background on this side of the giraffe, and so now I know I can just go in and edit it with whatever color I want to. I can put orange right there, I can put black, well that's brown, I can put black, I can put gray, any color I want to. I'm not going to do that, but you can see all the anchor points now. But this tool right here is the group selection tool. The group selection tool is when your design is in a group and you don't want to change the color of every single shape in the design. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on your group selection tool and you're just going to select whatever part you want to edit. So I'm going to select this, let's see, I'm going to select the hair on the back. And you see it just selected the hair on the back. Or I'm going to select this background piece right here and it selects the background piece. And you can just do it however you want to. Select any point you want to with it. So yeah, that's basically it with the group selection tool. Um but I'll show you like okay, so with color fill, you can just fill it in with color right right here. So I'm gonna fill it in with not that orange. I like that orange. So that's a nice orange. And so I'm going to come to this side now. I'm going to fill it in with that same orange. And honestly, I could, instead of having to go back, I could just click on my eyedropper tool and click this and it closes it for me. And then I can go to my next spots. And so I want to fill in this. And I use my eyedropper tool and drop it in. And basically just keep going back and forth, making sure you have the right color and everything. Where's it at? And orange. And then, oh, wrong tool. And then I'm gonna click on click out and click back in orange, and then I'm gonna click my last spot, which is last two spots. And then if you want to just make it easier and do all of the spaces you want to at one time to color it all the same, you just click one spot and then you press shift to click another spot so it selects them together, and then you can click the eyedropper tool and color, and then that's it. So you can see it's the giraffe. So I'm gonna okay. So now, um, that's that. The magic wand tool lets you select objects that share an attribute like color or opacity. So with that, the magic wand is under one of these. Oh, under the no, it's not on the pencil. Oh, right. No, it's right here. It's by itself. So if I select this orange color, it selects every single other orange color in this picture. Now, if I select this pink color, like on the nose, it selects every other one. And so I can change all those colors together, which is really cool instead of having to do the direct selection tool or having to go and click on every single shape separately, which like I did one day, which was a lot, but you see, I can go in and just recolor everything I want to. So, but I'm gonna go back because I like my draft the way it was. Okay. Um, now is the I don't think. Okay. Now is the lasso tool and the artboard tool. So as I explained before, the artboard tool, um, you go in and basically you can add any how many ever artboards you want to. But if you want to start off with one, you can just start off with one. But as you progress into your design, you're like, oh, I need another artboard. You don't have to start your design all the way over again because that's just too much to do. So with that, you could actually go in. There's a tool over here on the side. It's right above the hand tool, and you click on it, and you see it selected your whole artboard. But you can zoom out and you can go up here and you can just click and you can just drag and you can create another artboard any size you want to. So say I want to make an artboard this size, it'll make it for me. Or I want to make like a tiny little square artboard, you can do that. And you can only select your artboards when you're in this tool. You can't do it any other time, because any other time, if you just on a selection tool, it's just selecting whatever's in your design. So now I'm going to delete these because I don't need them anymore. Well, actually, maybe I will. So I'm just gonna move this over some so it's a little bit closer to my design. And the lasso tool is another tool in here. And so I'm going to, let's see, lasso tool. It lets you drag to draw it lets you drag to draw a shape around the elements that you want to select. So can't quite remember where it's at. It's not there. Not there. Not there. See, there's so many tools on here, and like that's the perspective tool, which is really cool. Um, and I don't know why I just put it on my design because I did not want that, but I can go and delete it. Um, oh, it's right here, the last tool. So wait, I'm gonna delete this perspective thing first. Okay, what is it doing? Okay, I guess it's not gonna go away. Okay, delete, delete. Okay, it's not deleting. Oh no. Let's see. I know there's a way to delete it. I just can't remember though. Here we go. Perspective selection tool, and then it should be able to. Okay, it doesn't want to go away. Let me Control Z. No, it's not even doing that. How did this get on here? Okay, I just no, it just doesn't let you delete it. It's like it doesn't want to go away. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this and just move it out the way right now, because I need to read up on this tool more, because I've never quite used it because I haven't done any perspective things. It's more for like if you're doing like something with what is it? Um what's this? Okay, so let's move that out of the way for right now. So the lasso tool, haven't quite used it, but I guess you like circle around your design or whatever and it selects everything. Or click out. Or let's say I just want to select the tail. Say I just want to select the tail. It select that whole area because I mean they're all connected. But yeah, that's basically what the lasso tool is. Okay, so now the navigate tools. Um Simple, the hand tool, the print tiling tool, uh the print tiling tool, I mean, the rotate view tool or the zoom tool. So the hand tool, as it says, lets you move the canvas around to view parts of your artwork. So I go to the hand tool. There's different ones. Well, all of them are right there. And so you go here. You can move around. I basically just zoom in and zoom out most times, or just move the arrows down, up and down with the mouse. There's the print tiling tool. It lets you adjust the printable area of artboard. So go down here. Um, yeah, basically, so you can see that I'm basically moving around, yeah, like only this part of and you see there's this dotted line, so only this part of the artboard will be printed out, or this part, it just shows you like where it'll be printed out. The rotate view tool, basically it just spins. You can rotate to negative 90 degrees, you can rotate 90 degrees this way, you can rotate negative 180 any way you want to, but I'm going to go back to 0, or you can go down here to the bottom and edit it, and I'm just going to click 0, so make sure it's at 0. This is also where you can zoom at the bottom of the page. You can zoom to all the way to 664,000, which is like really, really, really close. Or you can go to the littlest as 3.13, which is really, really small. but I typically stay around like 150, no, not 150. I typically stay around like 50 most times, or sometimes I get up to like a 66.7 when I want to look closer. Sometimes I get really, really into it. Or like you can really like zoom in, zoom out to like see your design, which is mostly around like the six. Most of this like 33. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to 50. It's like the standard. And so that's that. Paint tools. There's so many paint tools. As you can see, well, not at that many. Um, there's a gradient tool, the mesh tool, the shape builder tool, live paint bucket tool, live paint selection tool. As I'm learning about these tools, I can see that there's much more easier ways to do certain things than what I've been doing lately. But so the gradient tool, we're gonna go over to this artboard. So I'm gonna use the hand tool because I haven't really used that before, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to remove this. Oh, it just zoomed in for me. Nice. Um, so I'm going to move this out the way because I do not need that. I guess it's not gonna move away, so I'm just gonna move that to the side for right now. So, gradient tools right here. So you can, let me make a shape first. Oh, here it is. I was like, I lost my shape tool. So to make a perfect circle in any design, you press shift, you hold shift, and you make your circle. Even with the square, you hold shift and you let go. Any shape you want to, that you want to be perfect, like size, you hold shift. Like for this, like the star, if you don't want it spinning around while you're designing it, you hold shift. Okay, so that's basic. But now I'm going to choose my gradient tool and I'm going to click on this shape, and you can see that I gradient tool lets you create a gradual blend between colors. So I guess choose orange, and I don't know. Haven't been quite used this shape either. But if I really want a gradient, I usually just click on that and I like go through and edit the colors how I want to. You see, I can edit the black, or I can edit the pink, or I can edit the blue. That's typically how I do it. And then you can go the gradient type. Okay, so here it is. The gradients and everything. You typically choose the gradient up in the color selection. And then you go over here. You can have it. Um, vertically, or you can do the radial one to where it's like circling out, or you could do whatever this one is. Oh, the freeform gradient. So it's like really, it's pretty because I guess it like changes up, almost like if you want to make like a planet or something. Um, the next one is, oh, why am I saying this tool? Okay, so we went through the gradient tool. There's a mesh tool. The mesh tool, let's be honest, a lot of these tools I don't quite use, but they're here. The mesh tool, oh, like, I guess, yeah, you change up your shape, I guess. So you can see, like, able to move stuff around, really. Um, I guess it's just adding this color thing into everything, but basically you're moving around the like the colors inside of the shape. Um, That's basically it. You can explore it more. I'm not using it really, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll come across it. The shape builder tool. The shape builder tool. So the shape builder tool is pretty cool. So you can like, what is happening? Okay, I'm on it. Why isn't it letting me do anything? So lets you create complex shapes by merging and erasing separate objects. So I'm gonna delete all these first. Okay, so I'm going to delete all of these first. And I'm going to put a whole bunch of circles together, different circles. But I do not want any fill to them. Three is good. So I'm going to do wrong thing. That circle, that, this, like this. Okay, so I have my circles, my ellipses, yeah. And so now I'm going to go to the shape builder tool, and I guess I just do that. I don't know how to do this. Oh, wait, what just happened? Okay, so let's see. Let me go here. So shape builder tool. Oh, so basically I just go through you just go through each shape how you wanted it to be. Like, let's do this again. So I want it to be like that. I don't know how to do this. Let me look at this again. Sorry. So, okay, so I want to learn more. So, you click the shape builder tool. Oh, you press Shift M to or press Shift M, and then click the selected region to extract the parts of the shapes you need to merge. More anchor points are introduced when where the shapes break up. To merge past to create shape, drag along the region with the additional anchor points and release them. So maybe I need to, stop. Maybe I need to group all this together. Oh, here we go. Okay, so first you need to select all of them, and then you go through each shape, and you just like do that, and then you see it built my shape. Now I'm gonna go back through, and I'm going to remove those two, remove that, remove that. Okay, so now you see I have this little spot. Now that's that works out better. So make sure when using the shape builder tool, you make all your shapes, and then you go through with the selection tool and select every single shape, and it should pop up when you go through with the shape builder. Is the like the red? Yeah, it should pop up like this, and then like it should pop up red when you start editing. And so I'm gonna go back on that. So now the live paint bucket tool and the live paint selection tool. So I am going to the live paint bucket. So I'm gonna click to make this paint group. So I'm gonna switch these, and you see you can edit your colors down here, or I want that color, and so you just do that basically. And I'm gonna go back to that. So look at that. It's the live paint selection tool. Okay, so now paint bucket tool, and then the last paint selection tool. So I selected all that, and I have no idea what this tool is exactly supposed to do, but it says let you select elements of the live paint group. Lets you create a live paint group and apply color patterns or gradients to different elements. Okay, so basically simple, just selecting the paint and stuff like that. Text tools, really cool things. So I use the type tool all the time for different designs, especially when I was making my stickers. And so with this, the type tool right here, simple, explain, you shows up the basic stuff first. You say, hey, hello. So basically like that, and you can, when you want to like make it bigger, you just click on it with the selection tool, make it bigger. Direct selection tool doesn't do quite anything to it unless like yeah, it doesn't really do anything to it. Tap on the path tool. Well, area type tool. Haven't quite used this one yet. Okay, I don't know. So So I am going to enter into oh, so I need to go and create another shape. So I'm going to move this shape to the side. And so like when you move the shape to the side, it's not like Procreate to where like it like cuts off half of it. With it, it just moves it to the side to where it's like just over here sitting off the side. So I'm going to make a circle again, and I'm gonna change this to like a pink background. And so then, oh, with shapes, you can change the colors up here too. So I can have it white, red, black, whatever. You can have outlines to your shape, not to your shape, to your text, and also changing fonts. Font changing up here is different ones. I actually found a Barbie font, which is called Bartex. Um, but there's different ones you can do the classification, which is a serif. Basically, mostly the just finding different fonts, and I find more. I use Adobe fonts a lot to find different fonts, or I also use, I can't remember the site name, but you can actually place in a picture and it will identify the font for you, and then I can go and find it on Adobe fonts, or sometimes I go to defont.com, different things, but yeah. So that's that. And so now type area tool, you click on it, non-masking path to create. You must click on a non-compound. So I don't know. I'm gonna click to the side. Oh, maybe it's because it has a fill to it. So maybe I need no fill. Let's see how this works now. Hmm? You know what? Maybe it needs like nothing to it, honestly. Huh. Not quite sure. Let's see. No, I never used this font before. Okay, click on the path on the object to type or paste your text. Double click the area type to open the area type option. So maybe I need to just draw a shape. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's not. So I'm gonna delete that, and I'm just gonna draw a shape with the pen tool. So I'm gonna draw a wonky heart, and I'm gonna click on click. Oh, there we go. So you have to be directly on the path of the shape. So I wonder if right here. Okay. So I don't think it'll work on the text. I think most of the times you have to like have it. So let's see if I like. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Is that it? So basically, you're just making the text to the like a shape you want it to, and so I can put hi, hello, how are you, and just keep like typing. Um, that's that. The next one is type on the path tool. Really love this tool. Found it out with found out when I was creating my stickers. So I'm gonna make a circle. You can create any shape you want. But I'm gonna make a circle, which is easiest. Okay, and then I'm going to select my typing path tool. So you have to be on the path. You have to type and then click on it, and then you can type around the path. So I can put Emery Bryant. And you just do keep doing like that. But cool thing, you go to type on a path, and then you can go to type on a path options. Here it has different options. You can skew. Oh wait, make sure you press preview when you're under these different type of things. So you can press skew, 3D ribbon, stair step, gravity. But I most times use rainbow. and you can flip it inside, flip it out. The baseline, you can have an ascender, descender, center, or baseline. Most times I have it on, I think, descender. No, ascender. And then the spacing, oh, that's like, oh gosh. Oh no. So basically like the spacing of the letters. So you can see, is it spacing of the letters? Yes, spacing of the letters. So like if you go like really, really big, really, really small, it just depends. But I keep it at 0. Okay, so that's the type on the path tool. Next is the vertical type tool. So basically just click, you can just type in the vertical path. Haven't quite used that yet. Kind of don't like it with the space in the letters, but maybe like choosing a font that the width of the letters are even. Probably I would probably like it more. Um, let's see. The vertical arrow type tool, same as this one. Like so. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna draw a new shape. So I'm just gonna do a circle. Quick little circle and the vertical. Oh, here you go. Yeah, and then type vertically. Don't really like that either. Yeah, not my type of thing. And you have the vertical type on the path tool. Okay. So make another circle. So you can see like once I started doing the type on the path tool, the circle actually disappeared, which is typical. So if you want your outline of your circle, just make sure you create that circle and you see type vertically. And then the touch type tool. Um, oh, you can like move your letters and stuff around how you want them to. But yeah, that's that. Basically that's type. You just basically select your letters separately, like move around how you want to. It separates them. You see the baseline stuff that all goes into typography, which is something. um, but I'm going to go here and I'm going to. You can change to any font you want to. I've downloaded lots of different fonts since I started this project, which is so fun because I love the different fonts. Like personally, I write differently almost every single day, and so having the chance to see all the different fonts is really cool. Um, the next one, modify tools, and did I show this? Wait. Oh yeah, paragraph. You can change it to justify all lines, or you can change it to the different ones to justify with the center, justify a line, center, all that. You can even warp your text, make with warp, make with mesh, align, transfer. But that's the warping and everything is when you're really deep into it and everything. Right now, I'm just showing the basics. So next one, I'm gonna zoom out. That is something right there. Actually, let me zoom in. Oh, okay. Um, okay, so next one is I'm gonna zoom all the way into my little tiny artboard. Okay. Super. So I've zoomed in a lot. Okay, so modify tools. You have the rotate tool, you have the reflect tool, the scale tool, the shear tool, the reshape tool, and the width tool. So I'm going to make a star. The stars are pretty. And I think I want my outline to be, I don't want nothing for that. I want my outline to be the cool little gradients. So I'm going to do that. And oh, look how pretty it is. It's really pretty. So now I'm going to go in and the rotate tool. Um, the rotate tool not really necessary when doing stuff like this because I mean, yeah, you can select the anchor. Oh, see what is happening right now. I'm trying to do it and it's not working. Okay, so I guess like you're able to rotate around a point. So maybe that's the fun thing about it. I typically I'm not rotating anything around a point, but yeah. Okay, I'm like struggling right now. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so I click a point, and then I'm supposed to yeah, you're able to rotate around a point. So I guess that's the neat thing about it. I can rotate it around a point however I want to. Haven't really used that. Then there's the reflect tool. I'm going back to this. Okay, so there's the reflect tool. I mean, you can get all this different stuff up here also. The transform, the range, everything like that. But the reflect tool is under here too. So you can basically, I guess, reflect it around a point, and so see, it reflected. No, I think it's like rotating it because it looks like it's rotating. But I guess that's basically how it's done. Let's see. Let's see from there. Hey, oh, did I just click it? Maybe I just click it. Nope, that's not how that works. Oh, wait, maybe I just like click this. So, I guess I really need like to fill the shape in. So let me fill the shape in. Okay, so now let's see if this works. Okay. Oh, no, that's not. So I don't really know. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, I just reflect the tool from up here from the object. You go to object menu and then you transform and you reflect. So I'm not sure, really sure about that one. I have to keep working on that. The scale tool, the shear tool. Scale lets you resize an object relative to a reference point. And so now my shape is moving weird. Um, how did I oh, scale tool right here. So, so I put a point and then I can't, like, yeah, so I can move it around like that more. Stop. Okay, so that's the, oh, I keep it. Okay, so that's the scale tool. The shear tool, Says lets you slant or skew an object relative to a reference point. So most of these are to for a reference point, and so I can like see I can make it like that. It's pretty cool when what is it, the Paramount, when like the movies come on when it was old and they like had the stars and basically they almost had like this and they're like flipping everything. Pretty cool. Um, that's pretty cool. And then the reshape tool, I feel like I'm writing more on that, but no, probably not. And so I guess, hmm. Okay, let me look at this and see. Usually it shows up like in a little example for you, but I guess it's not with this one. Not quite sure how that works, but come back to that another time. The width tool. So you can see, like, you change the width. Really weird, really crazy. But yeah. Um, and that is it. So basically, Adobe, you can go on Adobe's site and see like all their tutorials. They show you how each tool works. Just basically researching and seeing about the basic functions just really helps. That's what I had to do for a lot of things, just research. Research is a big part of graphic design. And so doing that has helped out a lot with getting stuff done. Um, but yeah, overall, those are the basic functions. Thank you.